Hello friends, hello everyone. Now I am in my class. It's time to so very quickly today I have come here in this place. It's time at now 5:20. That's why our mobile camera is not capturing the light and sun also not coming. And sun will come uh, 6 and 20 minutes later. Our sunshine will glow. Okay, and I always say this Morgan Seduction always will give you new thoughts and idea. No matter that, today also I have some work. That's why I have come in my place so very quickly. So okay, now sometimes later so because previous previous 2 days I couldn't come. I couldn't come to here. I couldn't able to come here because of that. I was some work, important work. I was some important works. So now I always speaking is so very, very important. So very important speaking. Otherwise, English speaking only you can develop by the speaking. Only you can develop by the speaking. Because of that, when like this our social life is so very how so very difficult life we are living, so very difficult we are. So now in a only one person he who has to earn uh, and he has to run his family. Now how many types of work also we are doing regularly, and that's why we couldn't able to time manage all time perfect and perfectly. So now okay, no matters, and but in the meantime, not uh, in the situation, in that situation also now I'm also doing my works. And yesterday, before yesterday, now yesterday also I had some works. Now this is my giving to biscuit place now, so I have come in that place. I will give to the biscuit. Bird also not here because of that today I didn't come. That's why bird will come some days later. Okay, now I will give them birds. Now the birds will come, and giving biscuit is gives me very pleasure. I also said giving biscuit. Okay, here now you can see what I do after few minutes. It will take them few minutes after giving the biscuit. Then I will start to my video again. So okay, now there are so many things. So one person is watching me what I am doing here. So now I am speaking and I am also making video. This is my things what I do. So many people so they cannot believe. It is the time giving the biscuits. After a few minutes later, some birds will come and they will eat. And some few minutes, okay, there are what happened yesterday also. What happened now? I'll try to say to you. I will share to you what happened. One of my friends in our cultural habit, so very undecision, unthinkable person. Sometimes also they come, but so they think they know many things, and sometimes they are uneducated people. I say they are not interested to reading book, and they have no any idea. They have no any education knowledge. But also I have given to the birds biscuits. All birds also now I have given, and one bird also waiting here. I have seen now I. So some few minutes later, bird will come and they will eat. So now I will start my video. Today also I have to complete my video 1 hour, and it's at 6:30. Now it is 5. It is 5:30. Then I have to do my I have to complete my journey, and within 1 hour. So now I'm also walking. I'm also starting my work, and after 1 hour later, then I have to do complete, and some few birds will may come to now. Okay, now one time. I have to see. No, yes, some few minutes later, so birds may come. Because of that, and before 2 days, I didn't come here. That's why birds also thinking I, mm, I don't come. I don't come. So today I don't come. Also, okay. No matter that. Also, another things. So what's happened yesterday? Now I'm trying to say to you, what happened? What happened? What happens? Happens. What happens? What happened? Yesterday something. Yesterday something happened because of that. Which day, and before that day, before that day, before yesterday, yesterday, one of my big brother's daughter was marriage ceremony, and I had gone to that marriage ceremony, and coming late was very late, coming late, and back time was very late. Because of that, I had to drive my car, and when I returned uh, in my house, then time was like 1:30 at night. 1:30 at night. Then after I didn't my sleep was not good, and 2 3 hours only my sleep was only I had slept 2 3 hours, and after wake up in the morning time, also now one of the person, and when I woke up, then I see is then time was 6 o'clock, and after I think also now, and I thought, so today I will I'll not go to the my morning walk, because of that some of students so had phoned me. Some of students phoned me because of that they may come, and they also had come in my house for admission. Then slowly I saw, oh, okay. Then also I this also now in my bed, after woke up, and I freshened up. Then after I did some exercise in my bed, and after doing this exercise, and one or two students had come in my house. Then I started my class. After finishing class, and suddenly in 9 o'clock, one of my friends phoned me. Then I had to draw some paintings, and he was saying, no. He was uh, he was requesting to me, and I thought, okay, now you see, you can, and after seeing the painting also, now I said, okay, I took it, but, and this also now, this painting was this painting I had to do in oil color, and oil colors are something different than we every time regularly. I am I now 2000 regularly I am using the acrylic color, but sometimes he said now I have to do these paintings and oil color. Okay, then okay, no more that, and I said, okay, now you can give me some money. With this money, because of that, I have to do purchase some canvas board and color. And he said, okay. Then I started my work, and this work was very terrible. Because of that, I thought, yesterday night I couldn't sleep, but today also, and my son also said, fathers, we have to go our school. And then I also said yes. After then when I started my journey, there was another problem also came, and suddenly my scooty was not starting, and my scooty was not starting, and I was shocked, and what I do. So then I started to kick. By the 3 4 kick, it was a start. So we also start our journey in the school also. Which school we had gone to first time, and that school we had gone first. And after in that near another school was, and I also entered the in another schools, and another school teacher also said now they will start to give from 12 o'clock. Then I also stand I stand here for half an hour. We had to spend time me and my son also. Now I said to him, okay, now you stand there, and now we started to talk. After 12 o'clock, when I go to the queue, then also they said, you didn't take a birth certificate or mark sheet. I said, no, and you have to take our birth certificate. Then I saw, okay, no matter. Then I started to again journey. Then I had got one of the canvas. After buying the canvas, I back my home. Then when I back my home, and it was like this 1 o'clock, and I think also now I have some take rest in my friend's shop also. Uh, Went to my friend's shop, and I see also now he is taking some drinks also now. I also sit now. It is good. I also had taken some one or two and one. So this is the my this was very problem. So now after taking, then when I back my home, then I also started to smoking, and the smoking time also my friends who given to me, who has given to me this orders painting also, he entered my gate, and he also present. I said, why? Oh, who are you? You are sir. And he said, no, okay, now I think you are now doing something. That's also now I have come, and how do you draw? So okay, then so now we started drawing, and he also have to me something, and okay, no matter is the then I completed my works after completing. So while the doing work, while the doing work in the times, he said, if we take some things, and what will be? So I said, okay, no matter, and I had then I had to buy one of the Gorar from the market, and I started my journey, and also. So this was there, and after doing this complete now, so now after completing my work, then and before the work, I also completed my head bath, and I also completed my bath. Then after says my wife, now you give me some food. After taking some foods, and my body was not good, and I also go to the sleep. And after sleeping, it was time to now wake up the 7 o'clock, and it was time. So then also which person also given to me these painting orders, they also calling. Then I said, no, okay, I am so coming, and they had come the city center, and she said, no, we are coming in city center, near city center, you may come. So now I had gone to the city center, and I had given to them painting, and that's the city. Sometimes 10 or 15 minutes I waste with them. Okay, no matter. And then I backed, and baking time when I back to my home, then so I thought, oh no, I have to do some boomerang. If I do not do my health will not go well. Then so I also know I what is it? And I have boomed my hollows, and and I had to do taken empty stomachs. Then I go to the sleep, and I couldn't say nothing else. Now to this now my body was the works very well. And then in the morning also now my sleep out at 4 o'clock. Then I think now today also I have to go my morning walks, because of that. If I don't my morning walks, so my wealth will not go, and I'll my breath, my walks, my body also will not works and perfectly. So my dear friends, and I always say this also, you can say something about what things you are thinking, what idea in your life, and always, and to students, so they admitted to the Sulcam. Then and the 8 o'clock also now one of my students phoned me. Then 20 also I have to go in their house, because of that which days I didn't go. I have to fulfill, and he also requested to me, you may come. Also said, okay, no matter, I'll go. And I think also now he worked this painting, and he also showed to me how he completed these works. And I was thinking, okay, no matter. And today also I have to go now. I'm so practicing my words. And before that, one thing I am slowly understanding, this is the when my stomachs will be the empty stomachs will work. And this is controlling how may I take my controlling power, because these are things is very very important things, but in our surrounding life, so we didn't take food properly. And food things also now, people, the poor people and uneducated people, they don't know about the some correctly food things, and how to how what we have to do, and which kinds of food is very important for our body, and healthy food we have to take. But now I am so thinking, if I take so very carefully through our food, and our mind also started to work so very nicely. So my dear friends, all of you, now I am saying to you, now it is just 60 minutes. I already completed some words. Now another thing is that which person, if you want to be successful in life, so what is important thing. So when I go to the another schools, when I have to say to other people, and how can I share, so it is the empty stomach, the speaking will so go very nicely, speaking will come, speaking will come so nicely and so things. Then now so sometimes I feel what the nervous or not the things. I am also understanding slowly, and how do I make my sentence, my words. I have to practice. I also say, but here also it is the true, and some few months or not, the few years later, my speaking is so very nice, and so many words also now. And which are words when will it take some and deep sense. Now something is coming in my mind. Deep sense, deep sense is when if you want to go, if you want to be successful on your deep sense, you have to use your deep sense, because you have to understand your the deep memory, deep sense. You have to create your deep sense. So, and how the our all I am so now thinking our all social people, our surrounding people, they never think deep sense. Yesterday night also, now some people had come here, and what they did here, so some Masur square, and some, okay, now just you wait. Okay, now what is that? And then my brothers, and the deep sense will not works when we'll do some, when we'll lose our memory. But losing memory is like not losing memory is easy, but and and deep sense, deep memory is very hard. And how do you become? And slowly I'm so thinking, how can I say my sense words, and the deep sense also now. We couldn't understand the deep sense. We have to go with this our deep sense. How can I understand? So how I understand the deep sense, and what is the deep sense? Is means like some our sense, and what is, and if I said what is the good sense, and if I said what is art, and many people thoughts. So deep sense is like yesterday also one thing, so thoughts. So which things people they know, people they are not knowing the deep sense. Deep sense means some sort of like after I starting through my sentences, and which sentences is important for me. I always try to say this type of sentence, but slowly I am also changing my sentence, and deep sense. I'm also going to into the my deep sense, and where I will get some of the few words, few sense like this also now. The good art is a good art. The good art is the good art, and I am also saying to you this type of words also now so coming in my mind. So no matter that so many few words may come, so many sentences may come in your mind, and you try to speak, okay, and so I'm so developing back to now. When so yesterday was not the dot. It is the today is I think so Wednesday today, and Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Sunday, Monday, Sunday, today. So I have some another program in the night time. Night time. So now I have to go. So today also I have some works I have to complete with some of the work, because if I do not go, and what will happen? I have to go this marriage ceremony also now, and I have to how, what, and how I'll say these words. These words are now I have to do complete some of the words. I have to give some presentation, and now some of the few short sentences now we are understanding. So what you want to do, what you will do, these types of words, and when will go, what you want to be in life. So these are the common sentences. So very easy, but so now the deep sense means how can you build up your deep sense. It is very difficult. Now I am so thinking, but when I don't think it's not first, it is not possible, and after making the short way, after, and which are the words we are people, what we are doing. Now I'll give you some examples now. What we are doing, we are all our people. First we have to do create our living things, and after living things, and when we get some when we do fulfill our living things, then after we think, so now we have to do creativity. We have to build our creativity by the like this living things is very important by the same thing. So now we have to first we learn our common sentences, common words. Now to do so, I will give them this class also now in the class. So some of the few this is the one steps that I like to. So now I'm also thinking the next day I'm also completing my one type of sentence which are words, important words for everyday life. Because of that, when I started speaking English, then also now slowly I am thinking my words like that by the storytelling, by the sense, by the some quotes. All times. So now I didn't say it. This is words. Now today, so I'm just saying to these words. No, and when we leave the food, we have to take and some foods. Because of that, we never. And how can I live without the foods? I have to examine how can I live without foods, and what will happen. What will happen if I didn't take any foods and 2 or 3 days? What will be? So my body also will not my body will go like this. What is the unhealthy. I'll feel there's some few days later. Now I can feel also some good. So, my dear friends, all of you know, it's not the say to you, my dear friends. I'm just saying to you, but yes, I didn't take food. That's also my words also going to also very fast. Also, I'm so thinking because of which food we, and in the food already I'm so thinking that in the food sense is a very bad way we are thinking that if we didn't take a food, and what will it be? So like this also now I think also now you take some people's hand, but you'll die. So no, you will not die. You'll not die. So after if you get release some food, what will be? Nothing will be. So our sense our sense also now something also now happening all this time also now our parents would say to us, so now you have to take your food on the right time. Only this sense, but they never to understand to our feelings. But now by the words, my father also would go to the another like this also now house, and a kitchen house. So one of the boy also watching me, and what I'm also making video. Now you will come. So here also now you may come. So my dear friends, another thing. So now I'm just doing practice. But so now some people say that I'm so making vlog, and I'm so no. There's very secret things. So now I'm so creating something my idea, and something my idea. I'm so trying to share. I'm so listening to my idea. There is lots of interesting things always coming in my mind. How can I be? How can I have to do, and how can I have my idea, and how can I have develop my sense all times now slowly it will be now my topic was that so now which words is very important for you right and understand first you quickly and now you have to and which are words like I'm so using here so some words we will have been had been and some of the words by the and so and yesterday before yesterday now I used to go there these words now I find he has to he and he was to go there and these words will come so now and slowly today also I'm still thinking after doing my class after when I will complete my class it will be I don't know 6:30 so now breathing also going to so very high and slowly and while we take to your words only start to the sphere yours means so what only will work no what only but our food sense we have to change our food sense means so now and which way but now there are so many problem I have to face here is not this another words to say I have to face because of this when you will do when you try to do something to good sense now to do so I'm so famous now and many people also say you change your life but no you couldn't change your life because of, you have to change your food sense and food help food food gives to you say another motivation and what kinds of what you're doing so by the hands you have to take some foods and you have to take some healthy foods and when you take some healthy foods then your body will go very nice and quickly and will come to speak then your mind works so automatically not so many of the things that is now our mind will draw works very quickly also no here that is now something later also when I started my speaking to other people then also say don't know that said to you American accent you said there was an Indian accent I'm so saying no well that's not I am so developing so to speak okay now accent is like this now today I have found some of the words these things is like this by the conversation when I come here my brain will not the work and I didn't take any topics which today's topics what will be so I never think because of that and I am now instantly I am so thinking I am so getting some idea like this also now many people also say if you when you will try to do like this also now I am also learning language and by the and we now to do so I am so feeling these words and when will if we want to like this also now why I am saying to you now I am so experimenting I am also doing some experiments with this some experiments I get to find out so many answers so when I take some foods then my body doesn't work so very perfectly when it's so by the carbohydrate what happens what and when in my stomach some by the foods reason and our mind all our the body parts also now go to the never but our mind and our like this also now nervous system all are the attack on our food because of that now when our stomach will be empty then my body also will be the very and thinking process will start because of that and my mind will focus on the thinking but now here that one thing is very important things now today also I'm finding also now we people also do things like this now I have come here regularly and when I do some works and some paintings then my mind also will go to the work and but because when we do not start the works and while the our body mind is now not works so very quick perfectly because that we have many people also think now I'll do work I'll do works and while do works and while doing work, then you will get so many new ideas, because there's are finding foods, and you have to take and some simple foods. By the simple foods, your body will go very nicely. But we people, so now we have to take and some few foods. We have to leave. We have to do learn. If we can learn this, so with the some few foods, then our body mind will go very nicely. Because one of the great artists also said, emotions are not, you take some foods, not the heavy foods. You have to take some foods. Not the, but now how can I so understand from my wife then which foods are important for us? But now we never understand. We never understand this type of foods. Which are foods? But now here's which foods, which word is your important, and which way, what is your goal, ambition. Like this now, I'm so saying to you, this is my painting sense. I want to be an artist, but you know what I have to do here. So now, and when we take some food and heavy foods, but so now my speaking, my mouth brain doesn't work so very correctly. But you know, and then also now I've changed my food, and I have to take in my food. By the food, so now I'll say so now here the some of the few sounds will work. And now another thing is like that, so now how can I join with this my conversation, with this ideas so now. And many people what they are doing. But so now one of the great persons who said, if you want to be learned people, if you want to be learned, you learn to the failure, you learn to the failure, who never do, who never wants to do like you. And you they think also now you are going to the wrong direction, but so now you are going to the right direction. And they will never think is that they thinks now we are going to right direction. They think we are going to right direction. Okay, now and after I reach the direction, they will say, so now I had been doing this work so many so for 10 years. Okay, now they are so successful come. So my dear, my chance now working. Okay, so here is that, you know, you just wait. So my dear friends, all of you, now my dear students, all of you, don't know which day I will give some conversation. But I don't know, I have to take care of myself. And how can I take care of myself? It is a very important. But we are also seeing that now when we go to the lecture class. In lecture class, we have to go in the lecture class with empty belly, empty stomach, and empty stomach. So this was said the one person now. And when we will do some work, so now some foods you can take. And so working time also now, after working, when after working you can take some simple. So today also now, after doing now which place now one set morning work, so now I have completed, and which place I regularly come here in that place now. And this is the number 1 kilometer. Which place from I started this journey, that place was the number the 3 and 321. I regularly I am walking this 2 kilometers, and 2 to 4 kilometers I am walking. And by the walking I am also practicing my English words and which words is coming. I always say LSW, listening, speaking, reading, writing, and other words now thinking. You have to do practice the thinking. I am so practicing my words and thinking, and something also happened. I also did some fun where I had gone to my marriage ceremony, and big brother's daughter marriage ceremony was in this place. After taking so all the, then I said, and I use some like English words. That is what you are doing, what you are saying. I am saying, okay, you are not understanding. This is not my matter. My matter is that they also don't think that what I am saying. I am saying normally. I am saying normal words, and so many few people, so they think so now we are learned. But I think they are not the learned. It is the if you want to be learned, you have to speak. You have to say. So today, one thing I have found this in this sense now. In the sense now, I have found on belly and mind how and which like this also now. And now I also said before. So your belly also demanding something, your brain also demanding something, and and that is whose demand you will fulfill, whose demands you can fulfill. Like this also, your belly's demand is now your food, and your mind is the demand is the work, and your body also go to the and which way your how you'll manage. So now I'm thinking that you have to do maintain like this. You have to listen to your body and your belly also now. In that belly also now you have to do, give some foods, and after giving the foods now belly will say now I'm also now okay, and you may go your works. So in the time also now and in the time what is happens, not only this, we are like this taking so many drinks and food times now some tasty food when you take gives belly, and your mind will say no, I have to do take another, I have to take another, this food is very tasty. After taking the tasty foods now your body will not go so very perfectly. Then you will say to the now I am so very getting tired, now I have to take some rest. But there is a okay, now slowly you have to do, go your works. Now I have to remove my one sweater now, so feeling so very hot, yes. And I also opened my sweater, like as you can see also here. Now I'm also showing to you, there is not. So, my dear friends, all of you, I'm saying to you now, this words I said I also join. I can't join some of the words because of that when we say I have to change. This I cannot change the world. Only I can change myself. This videos, this topic will be and some few people also they are also saying that today. Also, I'll say to you, this was not only the your thinking, your all things also now you have to change, and how. So some of the few soldiers also they are also doing morning walk. I'm also doing here some morning walks, and their thinking is not the similar by me. I'm so very a free person also now. That's also I'm so making video. I'm so I and now these words was now I'm trying to say again these words. Our thinking was like that, and now our thinking is like this now. And many people say I cannot change the world, but I can change myself. But changing myself is very important. We know changing myself, and how can you change? This is the question will come. So how you change? How can you change your mindset? But mindset changing is not the nothing will work because you have to change your food system. As you have to take your you have to change your food system because we are Indian people. So now yes, as said some of the you have finished your lunch, and so not this is not the lunch. It is like this our breakfast in the at morning 10 o'clock when I will take some food, and it will share this breakfast, and after 12 o'clock which foods will take, and that foods will call the lunch at the night time, which words we take the night time that call will be like this, that will be called dinner. So our Indian people so now when we'll go to the another person house, but we started giving to the respect now by the taking tea. Also now they have no time, they have no speaking nothing, and we all the time so now, and after there so Indian people so Indian like this in our cultural people we all time so now we try to do making habit. We are our habit like this now. We try to do making habit our we many times also now we wasting our time by the fooding and lodging. But now I think also now fooding and lodging nothing will change another way. So here so many few things will come and go, and otherwise nothing will change. So we can feel, we can understand. So they also now have they had said they had like this. So now I'm saying to you, and how can look like my phone, and in the time also now they think so now, oh, there is this phone is very nice, and so okay, now we are Indian people, what is the doing, and what's like this when we'll go to the you will take the notice. So you will observe and you have to take some notice. You will see that when we go to the another person house, then they also they also now this also they also will show to, and they are respectfully, or what the words will be. They also they think so now they will say to you, now we are doing to respect to others people like this by the fooding, and we offer to the others people first time also tea or cup of coffee and anything. So after giving the tea, then we'll say some words, and why and when, and why you have come also now, why you have come also now, and then we talk to start with some of the words and something after saying to my important words. um, like this was also now coming up, and now okay, this was now, so I get find out this words now when some person, some people will go any other house, then they also will do honor by the foods, and we also take foods, but no, and we never that's by the eating. Then yesterday, so when I had gone to my teacher house there, and he also honored me some of the foods, and by the foods, and so I said no, but I said, okay, no matter that, we can we eat, we have to eat, but no, we have to otherwise we cannot do, because of that our mind sense always take some foods, or we wonder where and which place. So now changing is the that's why the one of the great person also said, if you want to be strong, you learn and fight alone. Because of that, we never want to live alone. But alone living is very tough, very tough, very difficult, alone living. And that's what I say. And how do you maintain your body, mind, and stomach? Well, not as I said today, also I have found some of the words in the mind, and also now stomach also you have to know, and what is demanding your stomachs, the which kinds of food is very important now. And we are the when we go to the eat, but you know, in our marriage ceremony, in our like this social also now, our when on like this now I want to share one of the words. Then one day also now I had gone to the like this also now Goya. I had gone to the and this was like this. We do these words also now. I'm so not remembering these words. We go to the and, death ceremony also now, like this. Okay, now I'm not getting the these words. What is big now? I'm so trying to say to you like this. So when we go to the other place for the death ceremony, I'm so saying to you this word death ceremony and what happened in this Goya. And then now after completing my food, and now after completing my all day work, and then that day I didn't take any kind of any kind of foods. That day I didn't take any kinds of food. And when I completed my works, on I did my I prayed to my God for my parents' soul. And after completing my works, then when I entered the ashram, and then they also had given to me some food. In that food was so very high. So I am so also in our like this is now one thing is I'm so today also now I'm finding one of the words in our society's culture, in our societies, and what is happening. We all time so now which person like this now. In the monk, there was one of the monk, and we can say this in the ashram, the Brahmin. Okay, and their food was so very high. But now after taking this food, and what he'll do, and I'm just thinking how so much of food he is taking, and now I couldn't take so much more food, and what is the difference between me? So there's and that's why also now in the American person also they very careful about their food, but we are not careful. But now we are the people, Indian people, so they think also now we had gone to their house, and they honor to me, and they honor to me by the very so very high food. We are the Bengali people, so there we are just doing the same thing. So now I'm today also now I'm finding one of the words. This word is very important. So now we say I can change the word only. Now the education will change the words. So which can change it very correct. Okay. here is now when I'll go to the another like this place like some few minutes let us know today also now I'll say our mind and body and also stomach, how do you care for, how do you take care of with this your body, mind, stomach, and how you manage and this is the very very important. I think now body and now we have to thinking and I am so doing so very hard work and but now I'm not that taking and nothing. I'm not the taking nothing any. I'm not taking another careful things, and so that's also no, our mind is not the go to the right things. But sleeping is important. But when we go to the another place, if I would talk to other people, so many days from which day I started my making videos. So that from that also now today also I'm find out the one thing is now taking food and heavy taking food is not will make some few cents or not, and after few food it is the very good for the your healthy food. So now I also said you take some few foods and you go to the work and what else there. So mind is demanding to something and body is demanding something and your belly also demanding something, and how you can manage all these three things. First you have to manage your three things. We say that now you become a good person and good sense, you build up a good sense, or no there the good sense will not the works is nothing. So I'm saying this is this type of words is very, very important this, and when you take so after taking these foods kinds of foods now your mind will go say that today also now your things now why body is working, my body is working because of that. Now I'm so thinking now I have to complete my speech, and after completing my speech now I have to take some foods. But now in that this is the horse now when you will take not when you will like this hungry tiger can run so very fast and quickly, and uh, hungry stomach and hungry stomach can learn so many things. So you know, and like this, fulfilled stomach, full stomach and half stomach will not can run so very fast. And that's what I'm thinking that here. So today, so I'm also find out these words, and I have to write something also now. I have to take another diary and which words I am saying to you, but I didn't get right nothing. Also now today also one thing is coming in my mind, and what is the our reason, what is our problem, what we are doing the wrong things, we are doing these wrong things now we are taking. So when we go to the speech, after giving the speech now you can take some foods because of that you are so hungry stomach will teach you, but nothing will happen. So many people so think not our thinking is not the right, and many people so they will say to us now when you go to the hungry stomach then your body mind is not the worst, you have to eat something. So okay, there is our like this also now grandfather, our ancestor, our forefathers, they would do lots of the hard work in their field, but we are not doing so hard work. So because of that we like this also now there is opposite things I find out here, there is opposite things I found out, and these things is like this, you know, you have to do take care your body, or we say your body, mind, and your stomach, and your belly also demanding. Now also now I am also feeling the yesterday night I didn't take any food, and I didn't take it. So that's was my mouth, my belly also working so quickly because of the I have to give some foods in my belly, but after taking so I have to go another place to place. But our sense like this now we are the human mind, we all are our surrounding people, what they are doing, they are also doing in the sometimes they take the empty stomach, they cannot do and sometimes they feel like this hungry and starvation. We can do something so good because of that with this, because when I was in young child I also think so now my food is so today also now so many people so they are so eating something, and we are our body never take action so very rightly, and because of that what is the reason is many people so they think so I want to be something to get rich, I want to be something. So now in that time so many questions may come in our mind, and mind also know how do you build up your mindset. Now yes, others now I had taken so many drinks, and by the taking so now my mind goes to the and another. So how we are so getting and much more thinking, much more taking drinks, and much more taking food, much more, and everything is not the good. So only these things, we cannot do much more. This is the education thing. So we cannot read the books, and reading books needs so much concentration. Like this also now I'm so thinking, I'm so understanding my words, my sounds, my things. So now when when I start some conversation with the other people, then other people so things is that now I'm not the interesting to you, and what is the and how can I build my words, and I didn't speak, I couldn't speak the right correctly. So English words like that, you have to build up, you have to think, you have to understand, you have to do, speak correctly, and others nothing will come. So I'm also doing here, so practicing my dear friends, all of you now, so many people. So I'm also doing this practicing regularly, and when the some situation will come, and then I'll go to the right way. And I'm also now thinking, I'm so going the right way. So right means I have to speak. So like this. There's one thing, I have developed. I have some skill, these skills, and one thing is like this, very important things is like art means, many people they think if I want to, if I like this, Rabindranath Tagore, and if I give I also think, I want to be a successful person. In my first thing is education. I need the education, and after education, I need some money, and with this money, and then after I have to build up my things as well. Handles do this conversation. After doing this conversation, my conversation will go to the super high sense of now. I get some high sense, and so many people so now they are so coming for morning walk. It is 6:30 o'clock, and I already walked so 54 minutes. Then I'll finish my video, and after finishing, I have to go my course. I have to go another tuition house. So now, and I have to say that. And one of the things also now, I'm also thinking now I have to complete this another paintings, which paintings is very important. And giving to the marriage ceremony, I have to give the paintings. Okay, no, that's now. I'll give you other things. So my friends, you like this now. In your mind, what is happening? I don't know, but what is happening in my mind, and what things you love to like hang, and I will give you. You didn't discuss to me. You didn't hang my sense. You didn't. You have to build up. You have to hang it. But what I am saying, it is not. My mind is not coming something. So now I always try to think. What things coming in mind? I always try to say these types of words. And another things that now in the morning, I go to we also go to the lecturing class. In lecturing class, after doing this lecturing class, we have to speak. After speaking, we'll take. So when we take some foods, so I think also in a time. In a day, one time we can take some heavy foods, but otherwise we didn't take another foods because our body doesn't need. Our body doesn't. We are something so now. I had gone to the other house, and with my sons, so now one of the persons said, my son's body is like this very thin. I said, no, it is a Bengali and it's Prabhat, and Bengali is a bully. So you are very thin person. You are thin. You are sorry. So to see the thin or too big and too fat, it is not the matter. Matter is that in your body and how you and this is the thinking. So there is something to be. So my always attention to say now to do so one thing I find out the hair. So now you have to take care of your stomach, and you may drink also now 1 or 2 bags. So now you can drink, but also now I have to leave. And how can I leave the? But there's no living, and I was thinking, give up. Now this is not the possible, but so there is when I was not any when I was not any money, I was not any money, whatever. And that time also now I would have gone to their house. I would take care of their relation, and they are today also now they are also increasing, and in their mind, our mind is not going to the similar because of the and we I go to the some for doing enjoying, but they think also now after 2 or 3 weeks they think okay now we can so now 2 or 3 weeks is very very nice, but they are thinking will not go to similar my thinkings will not their things my things my things so now some of the letters or something will happen very very few people will say oh here this is something will be so my I say to you all time you make your some decision, all time you make can take some decision, and how can so when you're busy, when you try to do busy with your works, but you know in our Tripura and in the Tripura person, how they are thinking, how they are living, how they are living style, how they are living style, how they are thinking style, how they are fooding style, how they are mentally styles. I always think that I study, and what does happen? So that's also one of the persons who said that Leonardo Vinci also said these words, and the painter has the universe in his mind and hands. Only the same he can think only. And what is the reason of the award? So that this person, I always say in America, in America, in India, also so very in America, so very few people, like there's 40 crores people, they are also living in American people. We are the Indian people, 120, 150 crores people we are living, but we cannot do things like that, and we cannot converse with them. We are saying what the matter, and then our things our and we say our education is very slow, but we never want to do hard work. That's the reason, and on the things the painting you can with the painting, and painting sense is very so very honestly I'm saying with the painting. Only this painting is the first innovation in this world was the painting. The first innovation was in the world and the painting. And if you didn't understand this painting sense, if you ignore the painting sense, but you are not the human being, you are not the human perfect way, you are not the God. So only the innovation things is painting, first painting. I so want to learn this painting and which things I want to do. And for them, also not to do. So I'm just one thing is like this. We said this. I cannot change the world, but I can just make myself. I can change myself. This word is very very important. But how can you say, how can you, I cannot change the world, but I can change myself. These words very 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 important words for you, like this, and that's why we and but changing myself is so very difficult. And how can you change your mind itself? Not only this, not only, but also you have to change your mind. Not only the mind, your body, your stomach, and your works. Everything you have to change by the changing yours, the surrounding people, surrounding work, and surrounding sense will be the change. And then after, but and slowly you can find out this what is the reason of this our country's people and what they are doing, what is their activities, and how they are respecting to do. So I get to find out. So no, I am so not blaming to the God. Only the God also helping to me. But our system is doing, and the people also they do not understand. But God also said, okay, you do your work. But we are creating so many things in the fooding, lodging. By the fooding, lodging, so many people can come. But if I said to you, God never said to you, you can take 3 times eat, 3 times food. God never said to you, but you are taking the 3 times foods, and why? And what is the reason? How can you? So this is the, and we are also praying to the God one time. Oh, there is a very, very nice and interesting examples now I have got, and these ideas now we are praying to the God one time. So we are like this now. We are doing to the our works and what the we are doing. So now we are like this in the place also now. I have given so many days ago so biscuits and what which place I have I had given which is a biscuit, that's represented God. In the God also now, if I say how many times we are praying to the God, and how many times we are worshiping the God. And now, if you like this also now, even now I also get to find out this answer. So for the reason is very interesting. Interesting reason to do so. Now I have discovered this answer. So if you want to be God, you have to take the food one time. You have to change your food sense. By the food sense, your sense will be the develop your sense. But today's topic is the simple. The today's topic was simple. But only I cannot just change the world. Only I can change myself. The people will not the change. Only I can change myself. So there also my topic was like this today. Also I now I'm just thinking how can I change myself, and it is not the possible things. It is very dangerous, very difficult, very difficult. The birds also now some I which place also now I had given to the biscuits birds, and this all of biscuits also finished. They have eaten all our biscuits. They are in this place also now. Which place now? Yeah, I also can see in that place also now I have given to the biscuits birds here. All are now, as you can see, which place I have given, and that time also bird had not come, and now all our biscuits also finished. Okay, now I also have to do and like this video also now it is the 6:30 o'clock. I also said to before making the video, I said how many times it will take, and yeah, it is the true things also now, and I have to take. So my dear friends, now I'm so thinking the one another words. So many few bad people in our surrounding. One of the good paintings and one of the bad paintings are now and moving in our surrounding life. So now how can be a good person? How can be a good person? Then you have to change your mindset. Otherwise nothing will happen. So I also said on my topic was today, and my body. Only there are not those. Many people say I'm so changing mindset, but mindset is not the everything. Mindset is not the you have to change. But like this also now, just changing the mindset, it won't do it. It won't do it. It won't do it. It is not only the enough. So changing mindset. It is not only the enough things in the mindset, but by the changing mindset, you have to do, change your fooding system and the belief. But now I will not like this. Now I'm so giving some examples. Now I will go to the practice. Then practicing time. What things you have to do, but you have to do some your belly will demand, your stomach will demand, your mind will demand, your body will demand, and which so everything you have to maintain by the your practicing and body. When you go to the take some foods, then so now when if you take this some of the heavy foods, so belly will say now I'm so taking I am going to some take rest, and then without fooding, then your mind will say to you like this. I don't have my energy. I'm so getting loose, and energy. I'm so losing my energy. Then after body will say, no, I'm not the worst. Then okay, no, this is my mind and my body says no, I'm so stable for works. So my dear friends, I'm saying to you, some few persons are coming here slowly. And so now today, so I have completed my video, and then I will so energetic, and I'll say to you bye bye, have a nice day, and goodbye. So I'll meet you again next video. Okay.